position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? You can't wait to find out.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Manning. Bears the pressure. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We're just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the 3rd play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Oh, he's got a chance. Takes it past the marker. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Used to play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the heat. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Fakes the grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Ott. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Send the tight end in motion. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Makes the grab. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The give to the tailback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ncaa State. Conference USA 10.
Turning it on. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Sooners in the hurry up. To the air. It's Mateer. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Longhorns come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Makes the grab. It's Sategna. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
To the air. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside. Turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on.